Well, hello there, Cozy Club, and thank you for coming on in. Happy Zeus Day, my friends. We are coming at you live from Mount Olympus, and Zeus here is on the loose, my friends. He's our first S+ tier character we have ever seen, and I can tell you with 1 billion% confidence, he is the best character to ever come to Disney Sorcerer's Arena. Now, on today's video, my friends, I'm going to be taking our big boy Zeus here, and we're going to be showing his holy, godly goodness for the very first time in PvP. I have not used him within a battle before, so you're going to get my first reactions of how he does on the battlefield. Let's get rid of this battle. Goodness gracious, Zeus! And saying I'm excited is an understatement. Now, if you haven't already, guys, take a second to support the Cozy Club by hitting the red subscribe button. We are closer and closer to our 15,000 sub goal. Let's go ahead and jump into some PvP, decimate some players with the king, and let's jump into today's video. Alrighty, mortals, if you haven't already, guys, go ahead and check up above. We've already done a video discussing Zeus and all of his power and his abilities and how he's going to work all together. So if you want to understand that, go ahead and take a second to watch that video. Right now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at his tier 9 stats and a little bit of an overview of how he works, and then we're going to jump right into PvP for the very first time. This cloud feels absolutely godly. Like, I get why God's right on these bad boys. It's like an out-of-body experience. I'm like in a big old pile of some warm, fluffy flapjacks.
Big old pile of flapjacks.
Now, let's go ahead and check out this tier 9 Zeus's stats and some of his abilities and damage. Now, I get that you have to beat the hardest content that DSA has to offer to unlock him, so he should be powerful, but by far, his stats are the most S+ tier overpowered stats that I've ever seen. Keep in mind, guys, we're at a 5-star Zeus here, so offense, defense, and health, they're already at extremely high levels, but those are only going to go even further up in value when you get to 6 and 7 stars, just like with Ursula. Now, checking out his stats, guys, his offense is out of this world at 2,694. That's already extremely high for a 5-star character. He has some of the highest defense that I've ever seen within the game. The sheer fact that he almost matches a 7-star maxed out Gear 9 Beast defense, who is a tank at 5 stars, is absolutely insane. He has very high survivability with a health pool at 29,000. Again, that's only going to go up. So he's a support unit, and it's there for pretty much just kicks, right? He's got the offense of an offense unit. He's got the health of a tank and the defense of a tank as well. His crit chance at 23% is super high. Now, his crit power, luckily, is only at 150%. That's the base value. 173 speed is amongst the fastest within the game. Potency at 36% is incredible. 27% tenacity, although tenacity doesn't matter too much because he can cleanse the harmful effects with relative ease. Now, precision and evasion both at very high stats as well. And again, this is all at 5-star. Now, if you don't know by now, gear levels affect everything that isn't offense, defense, and health to a degree. So he's not going to get any faster with star levels. He's not going to get any more tenacity or precision, but he will get more offense, defense, and health, like we said before. Now, in short, Cozy Club, he's going to be relying on his charge mechanics to put out big-time offense numbers. He gets free turns. He has a stun on his basic. He has a new powerful debuff called Shocked, and Shocked is essentially going to stop people like the Princess units and other characters from using basics or going outside of their turns. And then in addition to that, he starts the battle with invincibility. Now, as a side note, guys, Zeus has this insane, overpowered, ridiculous invincibility infinite loop where you just cannot attack him and he keeps killing your entire team. We're not going to be using that today. That's for tomorrow's video. We're going to be talking about how overpowered that is and that it needs to get fixed absolutely immediately. But again, guys, his passives are great. And then the leadership is what I'm excited to theorycraft with. I think Zeus has a lot to offer within himself, but I'm excited that, kind of like Hero Hamada, it's going to allow other characters to excel in their job even more so. Now, one of my favorite things that I found out about Zeus that's pretty cheeky, I found it on stream. Essentially, you can make any of your tanks turn into Maui's passive. Now, what I mean by that is, if you have a Baymax that starts out with that auto taunt, you can go ahead and assign Zeus's invincibility, giving that tank and that Baymax both a taunt and invincibility. You can do this with Kristoff, with Maui, with so many characters, and it's absolutely crazy. And this opens up a ton of potential for theory crafting For instance, Oceanics, you have someone like Mike Wazowski, Maui, and Moana. You're able to give Maui that invincibility. You give Mike tactics. You then use Mike Wazowski with scare tactics, giving Maui both protect and you give him tactics. Now, this guarantees your Maui to soak up some hits. And then when it's Maui's turn, he's guaranteed an AoE stun on the entire enemy team. So this is just the beginning, and I'm excited to find out different teams that I can find with Zeus. Now, I've been waiting patiently, waiting to take this guy into PvP so that you guys can see the first look of me using him and see what he can do to demolish everyone, legendaries, Hercules, anybody. In fact, on stream today, you guys can go check out on Twitch. We're going to do a game where I spin a wheel with all the characters' names in it, plug in with Zeus, and see if we can dominate in PvP. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Our very first battle, and I thought, you know, I had to bring in the Hercules crew. What other way to show off Zeus for the first time than with two F-tier characters that should be rising heavily with Zeus's emergence. Now, we're going to go ahead and throw our first move, and if this works correctly, we should automatically put shock and get a free turn. Look at that. And then we're able to spread both evasion and haste to my adjacent allies, which is why I think Hermes is definitely going to skyrocket in value. So there we go. We've got another turn, and we've got our invincibility that we're going to go ahead and throw on our boy Hercules. Who else would we throw that on? We've got the haste on Hermes, which is going to go ahead and give him a much better first special. That's what's going to change him so much, giving buffs to everyone that we need to give it to and really supercharging this team. Now, we should have put shock on Soli. That would stop him from working altogether. However, now we're going to go ahead and get a big shot on Frank the Tank, and our protection is up. Phil is ready to go, and you guys are seeing here, we're not going against all legendaries by any stretch of the imagination, but you're seeing just how crazy this team is going to be. So we're going to get Hercules dancing. This is just a blast, man. I mean, on stream, I can't wait just to completely dominate people just for a day or two, and then I'm going to try to figure out a counter that works for everybody. But my gosh, we're just seeing the power of the King of Olympus here. So here we go. We're giving more buffs with Hermes, exactly what we thought. Instantly, Hermes' value is going to skyrocket with Zeus on the battlefield. Let's go to get some AoE blinds out on the field. Another Proxima is going to hit, but we killed Frank the Tank. There's a new tank in town, and look at this, man. Look at these buffs that Zeus has, and just watch the damage. We're going to slow it down all the way. Watch the damage that he's going to do with his leadership. Look at this. 49,000. This is a 5-star character hitting 49,000. And of course, there goes the forfeit. We knew that was going to be coming out anytime. And we got the whole team. The whole team won, and it's crazy. We're going to try out some other teams here, but you guys just saw a little bit of the capability of this team. And of course, there was no legendaries on that team, but would it have made a huge difference? All right, now we've got our second battle, and I knew it was Zeus testing day because my club just got him, so we're going to bound to see other ones. We've got the Monsters Inc. trio with Zeus. Love to see that. Now, we're going to go ahead and start handling business. Now, first, we're going to throw our shock down per usual, and Randall's going to cleanse that right away and get our dash of Cumulus. Let's go ahead and give this on over to Genie, and let's see what he decides to do. Now, he can go ahead and, of course, he's going to go after our Windy, but we're showcasing why Zeus works with so many different teams and in so many different ways, right? So first thing we're going to go ahead and do is let's go ahead and have them start attacking each other. Soli is a great character with Zeus because of that leadership, and the more buffs they have, the more damage they have. But I think Genie's can be a tad bit better. So we don't have any clones of Genie, which is a bit of a bummer. So let's go ahead and just put a silence here on Mike Wazowski. And we're going to then copy our Genies to start getting him going and flowing. And we're going to get our Gumbo Pot out here for a little bit of protection. So this should be a good matchup. He's going after Genie right away. And now we've got our duplicates. If you guys haven't already, go check out the Genie Masterclass Guide, and you'll see just why Genie is absolutely out of his mind. So double evasions. We got to get rid of a few of these buffs on Soli, or it's going to be a bad day for our team. Let's go ahead and cleanse these fears up, not to give him any extra strength. And now, Soli is the beefiest character you can get in the game currently. But just watch Genie and how much he can nuke down health there. Just absolutely crazy. We're going to go ahead and use Mortal Potion to get rid of any of those buffs on the team. And at this point now, we're looking really good, right? We can go ahead. We can throw a... let's kill these two guys over here with our Thunderbolt. Well, bam. And then we're going to go ahead and kind of finish up business. Now, we can throw another bolt here, which we're definitely going to do. And we're going to keep getting turns. Look at double 50Ks. Double 50Ks. This is why he's just so crazy. I'm sorry I'm losing it here. But why he's so crazy at even 5 stars, guys. I mean, that's kind of all you need to see. So the good news is Zeus, outside of the infinite loop we'll talk about tomorrow, he has a high skill cap in ways, but in other ways, like he dominates. Now for our last battle, I thought it would be fun to bring it back to the first meta and have the Frozen team without Spin, but have Zeus there to lead the charge. Now we're gonna be going against all legendaries here. We have a level 70 Kristoff, who's pretty much there just to I don't know, smile. He's not gonna be doing much. But I want to see exactly what this team is capable of doing with Zeus at charge, and just to kind of show the power of this team, right? So first thing we're going to do is let's target Hercules here with this giant shocking ability. See some of these animations. We're going to obviously get Ralph all pissed off, which is perfect. And at this point, guys, we could give the invincibility to Zeus himself, but I'm going to go ahead and give this over to Elsa. That's going to go ahead and cleanse. It doesn't say it's a cleanse, but the invincibility acts like a cleanse. It's like stasis. You can't have harmful effects in there unless it's bugged. Now, okay, so we've got the attack up and the invincibility on Elsa. Let's go ahead and do adjacent turn meter gain over to both Elsa and Zeus to get him another turn very quickly here. And this is the perfect example, right? Like, it doesn't matter who you use them with. We have freaking Kristoff, who hasn't seen, again, the battlefield like Phil in just over a decade, right? Obviously, sorry, we're going to go ahead and do a show yourself here. Well, bam, and get a nice big ol' AoE. Here comes the Maleficent Dragon and all of his response here. Looks like we didn't trigger it quite yet. But you can see, like, we're not even doing a whole lot. We may not even win this battle, but it doesn't matter all too much. Now, we don't have a cleanser, so he's going to go ahead and entangle our Zeus, which is, you know, a bummer, whatever. And Zeus on our own team is probably going to kill the rest of our team, if we're being honest about it. And if he doesn't... You know, it's interesting. I would have probably taken out... I guess it doesn't really matter for him, but I would have taken out Elsa there just because the dragon could end it all. But here we go. So his Hercules here is almost empowered. Let's go ahead and strip that. The dragon, we're going to activate that, which is going to kill pretty much our whole team. But we're still looking okay. So we're going to give a Kristoff taunt over to Elsa. And look at that, man. Wow. So just like Hercules, the passive is going to cleanse off Entangled. Like, no matter what. That's absolutely wild, guys. Let's use infinity-sided dice to give him even more buffed up and throw our lightning bolts. I mean, we're finding stuff out together here, guys. Double 15Ks right out the bat. Olaf, obviously, is still just kind of sitting there doing nothing for our team. But that's just fine and dandy. This blows my mind, right? Now, we're going to go ahead and give another invincibility over to Elsa. We could have killed probably either of these, but like, it's kind of for fun at this point. And this is kind of it. So you guys are seeing the power of this guy. I mean, look at this. Kristoff has done nothing for our team, guys, and it's still just absolutely crazy. So you gotta love Zeus and what he's capable of doing. He's gonna buff himself up again. Let's take it full slow-mo here for the final kill cam on Beast, who's been dominating the arena, and he's dead. So there you have it, guys. Zeus is out of his mind. I mean, my gosh. I mean, you saw the different teams we used. We've used Kristoff and Phil and characters you guys haven't seen in a while. Zeus is going to change a lot. Now, even if they fix this infinite loop we're going to show tomorrow, so get ready and you guys just wait till tomorrow's video. He's still crazy. Now, again, the good news is it might change up the meta and we can use different characters and they might work. We'll have to see how it works out all together. But there is your showcase for Zeus. We had a few battles and showed the gloriness of the best character in DSA. My friends, we're going to be streaming a lot of Zeus on stream, so go ahead and check out the Twitch channel if you haven't, guys. Super easy. Go on over to the description, click follow, and you'll know when I go live. And comment down below. I want to ask you guys, do you want me to start live streaming every now and then on YouTube? We can try that out for those that aren't familiar with Twitch. Let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, guys, stay godly.